expect stuff from us each day
D.
in the base.
Steven
put
just
up
kind of
with,
like
um,
looks around like, I wonder how long it's gonna take for another portal.
So
we, like-
William is gonna just as soon as they go, he's just gonna like collapse on the ground, like on like sitting out, like, oh God, I'm alive.
Amanda
Thank
would get a fresh drink for
You-
him and
you-
bring it over to him. Here you go.
Okay, but guys,
You're the best group ever. My group and my reality can suck it. You guys are great. I'm not leaving.
Awesome.
I
Matt's
Guys,
trying to say something.
can we please figure out a way to stop people from just portaling into our
Yeah, do we have like a lock or something?
Somebody close the door.
Is this
Portal
an unlisted
technology.
number or unlisted address? Like, can we get that in the portal directory? Like, no one just.
Yeah, we'll have to invest in the base some more.
I mean, I'm waiting for Jehovah's Witnesses just to pop on in and be like,
Steven's just not gonna mention the whole whistle incident. Just like he looks towards Hank and just gives him like a wink, like.
I can't delete the portal. Why can't I delete the portal?
What portal?
The thing right here. Can you see the portal?
I don't see
Or
the
is it-
portal.
No.
Oh. Then
I've
it's in.
tried to delete it and oh no, it's
Oh.
gone. I don't see it.
Oh, you probably
I don't
moved.
see
You probably moved it to the
I
GM
moved it
layer,
to-
and the reason you
it's in
can't
the GM
select
layer.
it is that you are not in the GM layer.
That's
Ah.
it. That's it. Exactly.
Okay. So now that's taken care of. So yes, William is William.
Also,
So William
this
is gonna
couch
go.
vanished.
The couch vanished.
Look,
It
this
did
one.
vanish.
Oh, I don't know how
It
that.
did. And also we have multiple turrets in our living room. Just you know, can we put a lampshade on those things or something?
They'll probably just fold back up into
Now,
like the smoke
We'll hang
detectors.
Christmas lights across.
Oh,
them.
Christmas lights, perfect.
Christmas lights.
Very festive.
So yeah, William and the margarita machine are getting very well acquainted now.
Gina's watching TV.
Steven's now just curious if they still celebrate Christmas in the apocalypse, and if so, what is it like?
I'm
I
sure.
would imagine they do. It's
Yeah.
probably very similar.
Yeah.
That'd be Amanda's vote.
So again,
Okay,
Up to
guys.
the
So that little segment is concluded. So what next? I guess Tim takes over again because that has
Oh,
concluded.
is that the end of?
That is the end
this
of
scene,
that
yeah,
chapter.
Yeah. Now
Yes,
things went a lot pretty smoothly.
Yeah. Now I take
That's-
over if we're not immediately going to deal with the general, which is what we were on our way to do when suddenly people showed up. But that was the plan. Was we were leaving the base to go deal with the general, and then before we left the base, all of this happened.
Well, you were gonna go
He's
deal with
hungry.
the general. Then the general's guys showed up.
Yeah.
Right.
So that situation has changed. Now you can track where the dog is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why were we going to go after the general?
My
He
son.
got that guy's kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Also, he
that's
was kind of a
thing.
dick.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's good enough.
Yeah, but do we want to be chasing after everyone that's a jerk in this world? Like,
Yes.
I don't know.
Seems to be
Oh,
everybody.
yes, that
I mean, we have
normal.
been so far.
Well, we were also going to visit Nashua Center too, so I don't know
Right?
if
Yeah,
we're
we were
going
going
to
to
visit
look into
that.
National
Yeah.
Center.
There's a lot of things. I'll just
So-
so my current story. I will leave that on hiatus until we do a few other things. I think this is a good spot to leave it.
Out of character, I would probably put mine on a little bit of hiatus because I wasn't expecting to run much of mine tonight. But
All right.
Yeah.
if
So-
that's too much, I can kind of recover
No,
from
I
that.
mean,
But
I can switch back into rejoining as GM and have that, and have you guys rejoin as player.
But if that's something we want to pursue next session, game on, I can whip stuff up and stuff. But
That works for me.
I'm fine because Steven will just eat the whole "this son's in danger" situation. He's like, I'm good.
Oh, also,
He won't bring it up. He won't bring it up.
I'll pull back
Well-
the GM curtain a second. So you guys definitely made the best choice, or one of the best choices in this. These guys were at power levels 18, 18, 16, and 16. This was intended to be a fight where you couldn't win. For the point of, they weren't going to kill you, but they were going to, had you had the fight, they were just going to take William, and that was it.
So we got William. Is what you're telling us.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
saved William.
we
We
secured a
saved
William.
William from the guillotine.
Yes. I did not okay, I honestly did not expect the way that started with the persuasion rolls going that way. I didn't see that happening. But what Eric said he originally was going to do is try to persuade him to sit down and have margaritas together. And I said, you're not going to get cops executing a no-knock raid to sit down for margaritas.
I said I want to check.
And Tim
I want to
told me,
roll.
Persuasion tech.
That's a power persuasion right there.
Tim told me there are some checks I can refuse, and that would have been one of
Yes.
them. But anyhow, very well done. I
Hey, you
believe
don't know if they can
handled-
drink
you
on the
handled
job in
that.
their dimension.
That's true.
They are the
That's
law.
right.
They can do what they want.
That's right. Never said
So-
they were clean cops.
All right, I'm gonna rejoin as GM, so I'm gonna be in. I'll still be in the call, but I'm gonna vanish on the roll 20.
Hey, I would have had a 2+. Oh, I should have had a +2 advantage of that favored foe over them. So I
That's
should
true.
have added 2 to my rolls.
That's true.
So that
So,
would
they
have
weren't
been
the
a
government,
3
though.
persuasion.
They not the government though. I thought yours is for the government.
No, his is
Police
for
and soldiers.
soldiers and police.
Oh,
They're close enough. I'd allow
yeah.
it.
I guess you're right. You would have got
If
that.
they're- yeah,
I also,
it's a
I also
tactics
would have
thing.
had more
I
pluses.
still would have
on
failed my
persuasion check
rolls,
as well.
but still, it would have just made me feel better.
You would have failed by that much less.
That's right.
Yeah, they're it's tactics based is what that is, and so he would have gotten the benefit because they're using police tactics. Is essentially what would have happened.
So Steven's just kind of for plot. I was gonna say,
Sure.
you know what,
Go for it.
guys? Maybe we should hold off on rescuing my son. Maybe it would be a good idea to check out that Nashua place one more time. Maybe we can like cause a distraction with that, or get some information that could help with the general.
Oh yeah, let
I
them
just
slow
after-
down with the
On
dogs.
these two, the whole 2 encounters, I feel like maybe it would be a smart idea to like, regroup, come up with some more, give the time to cool down, and maybe get some more resources under a belt before we really go for the raid.
We never determined if portals would set off alarms in Nashua Center, huh?
Yeah,
We
but
haven't
I thought that
tried.
was something we didn't want to test. Because like, do we
Do
want?
we like file
them
through the
off?
documents and like see if there's like an underground entrance or something? Or was
we
that
already
just
know, we know that already
like okay?
because of
Yeah, it's in the
Gargoyle-
northwest
Gargoyle's
corner.
memory.
And we like found it, or like
Well, we didn't
blueprint-wise, or-
test it, but like we visually know from her memory like how to go through the
Ah, okay.
storm, the drainage pipe.
Tim, when
Yeah.
I'm no longer GM, will I still have access to all of those NPCs?
Only if you've given your character or your account access to them.
Okay, I will do that.
Yeah, so that's my in character reason for plot for not pursuing.
I mean, we could portal in above the city, and we could have Gina float us down, and I can just illusion us.
I mean, half of us can fly.
To do
anyway,
what?
Yeah.
To do what though? What's
So
the
we don't
plan?
have to go through the scanners and everything, like, to actually get into the city.
And we're gonna go rescue the
What's
We
person.
the
never
plan?
decided if that was a fully good idea to completely destabilize. We haven't talked to Red yet.
No, we haven't. That was one question that we needed to. Yeah, that was one
We needed
conversation.
What we're
to-
gonna talk
we-
to Red about?
We needed to see if he would be willing to take
Run the
control
show.
of Nashua Center. Yeah, if we do destabilize the area, we need someone to step in immediately and be able to keep the trade going.
So are we taking out Price? The commissioner.
We hadn't decided that.
Okay.
Like kill or just like disable, remove from
Well,
power.
So my thought was a snatch and grab. Like we're gonna
Hmm.
bag him and question him, and then that's probably gonna lead us to we need to replace him in some capacity. And then the second part to Nashua Center is rescue or swap out Hub Lady like the Indiana Jones.
Oh, hey,
You
hey,
know.
hey.
What?
We do have those doodads, right?
Ah, yes,
Doodads.
doodads.
Can Amanda do a genetic swab?
What would I be swabbing?
Well, Price is probably the only person that besides me who has used that because that was in a locked drawer in his desk, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we can genetically swab that, we can do our scan for his exact coordinates. And then we can portal in, do the snatch and grab.
Are we going to literally just portal in and then like, you know,
Abduct a dude.
just cane him like he's off stage and just like yoink, and then just
Well, yeah, and, like hope that he doesn't have one of those stupid remotes in his where he's sitting or where he is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. I mean, the genetic part and knowing where he is, and then based off where he is. My thought was,
I could do
snatch
it
him while
because
he's
that's
sleeping,
a treatment. That's a treatment role, actually, right?
which is intelligence, and you got high intelligence. So
I'll
you
do a
probably could-
treatment roll. Hey.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm sorry. What was the treatment rule for?
So do a genetic swab and get Price's genetic material off of one of the devices that we took from his desk.
Dee's very big on swabbing and
sciencey
genetic, swabbing and
Yes.
genetic material. I'm just saying.
That's
Hey,
That's not a treatment role though.
Oh, it's not.
No, that wouldn't
What
be
is it?
treatment.
Oh,
Because
What
that would be.
chemistry?
Well, you have biology, don't you?
I have chemistry.
I mean, yeah, I could let chemistry fly.
I mean, chemistry
It
is
would be the
closer
same role.
to swabbing than it is to cooking.
Well,
so,
wait a
you know,
second.
there's that.
Do you have any ranks in chemistry now?
I have
Not your total.
Yeah, you-
no.
Okay,
I have
because you
22
rearranged your
ability. Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
You have ranks in chemistry still.
Yeah, it's still listed.
I don't.
So it.
But is there any? Is the number under the ranks column non-zero?
No,
Okay, then you don't have chemistry. That's the problem.
I don't have chemistry.
Not if you
No.
removed the ranks in it. If you remove the ranks in it, then you don't have it, and expertise skills cannot be used untrained.
Unless they're jack of all trades, you got jack of all trades
Really?
advantage.
Okay, so let me hold on.
Yeah. So the way you rearranged
Let me
your sheet
finagle this
actually
then.
causes you problems.
Okay.
So
let me.
if the
Hold
jack
on.
of all trades advantage is he could use untrained skill as a trained skill, right?
Yes.
So I mean that's one PowerPoint for you. I don't know if that math works out better for you than reinvesting in chemistry.
Well, the reason he has the skills that he has was as part of his backstory. Like, he was supposed to be better at those things than general intellect things.
Gotcha.
That was part of the point. If
You
you
forgot
remove all
stuff.
the points, and if you remove all the ranks, and then just put all the points in intellect, then you lose all of the character of the character.
Oh. Oops. Okay. I've refinagled it.
Okay.
You refinagled it.
On the fly.
Yes.
I could see him just shaking his head and be
No,
like,
I
"Oh,
mean-
there you go," and it's there.
I didn't
Chemistry.
realize that with the 0, I didn't have anything, so I just removed a point in intellect and I retrained 1 point into those skills into those ranks. I still have a few more that I'll have to do next time
Okay.
to fix.
Right.
But now that I know that, I will adjust all of that.
Okay.
All right. So it would have been the same roll though. It's a 22
Okay.
regardless. So I can re-roll it if you want me to.
That's all right. Okay. Yeah, but you can get the stuff you were looking to get.
Okay. So then I will input that information. I'll check to make sure that like this price is from our dimension. I'm curious.
Okay.
That seems to be a thing we need to check now.
Yeah. Okay. So the price that's in your Nashua Center is from your dimension. Yes.
Okay. And I will have the computer scan for his location in our reality for coordinates.
Okay. And that's going to be a tech. All right. Yeah. So you'll find him.
All right. How are we going to do this, guys?
Well, I mean, I think where is he right now? That's the question.
We have coordinates.
But like, are we able to triangulate those coordinates to like what building he's in?
I mean, we have a map of
Because if
Nashua
he's in a-
Center.
If he's in the middle of a town hall meeting and we snatch and grab him, that's not very subtle. You know, like
Well, remember that.
Preferably, let's wait till he's on the John.
I mean, you guys did come back here. You guys did come back here at night, and like 10 minutes have passed.
sure.
It's been 4 weeks, but it's been
I don't know.
10
I feel
minutes.
like that argument took at least 30 to 40 minutes.
So
Yeah, I think
based
visit's
on
a
his
little long.
coordinates
Right.
and the map
but the point
that
is,
we have,
it hasn't become the next morning. Like we know that.
Well, I
based-
don't know if this guy's a night owl at the bar. You know, just
based on the scan and the map that we have at Nashua Center, can we determine like where in Nashua Center he is?
Sure. Let me just. Okay.
We need like a torture chamber.
I feel like I feel like
boy.
we very much do not, in fact, need a torture chamber.
I mean, we need an interrogation chamber.
Can we have like a
we,
playroom?
we can continue to use the hangar, but
A room of like comfortable, just like pillows and
Was that said in
fun
game?
games.
Yeah, he's
what me?
That
The
we need a
torture room?
torture chamber?
No, I meant I meant to say an interrogation room.
Ah, okay.
What's
that's what they always mean.
Yeah.
The difference.
Enhanced Enhanced
Interrogation.
interrogation techniques. Yes.
Yes.
Enhanced.
Yeah, we're gonna waterboard the guy. All right, so he's here. He's
Wait,
right.
I'm sure the cult's got one of those rooms.
So he's
They're
like in a
terrorist
residential
organization.
area.
Yeah, he is in
Okay.
a residential area.
So first off,
What time of day is it?
Night.
10 minutes after midnight.
Like,
time.
well,
Um,
and I asked this specifically so we know how much time we have before we have to like figure this out, because once we snatch him, someone's gonna look for him. I don't know, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. So that's how many hours we have to snatch until.
Okay,
Because if
guys.
it's like 3 a.m., I would say we need to just let him go for another day
I
and
just
then
thought
snatch
of,
him.
you know what we should use as our interrogation chamber? The
Time
uh,
dilation.
time dilation. Just lock him in there and just let him age.
It's not a
Oh my
horrible.
gosh.
So
The time
do
dilation is we could interrogate him for like a week, and it'd be like a couple minutes. So you're right.
I mean,
That
yeah, if
actually
you
makes
just
sense.
like put a song on really loud so they can't fall asleep and just leave them in
Yes.
there for a couple of days.
Rick roll them for literal years.
You ready to talk yet? Nope.
So-
Okay.
Another 20 years for you.
You're gonna come in. He's gonna be like old man. Be like, oh my god.
The problem is, by then they'll have forgotten everything we wanted to know.
So did we ever establish what our portals actually look like?
They just look like a hole. Like they don't.
They don't
Bugs
emit
Bunny
light
style.
or anything like
No,
that.
it just like it's like there's a door open between where you are and where the other side of the portal is.
There's a hole in the universe.
Like
Okay.
quantum leap.
Is it like a water effect where like once you go through it, it starts doing a little ripple?
No. I mean,
Is
you
it a
can.
Stargate,
Okay,
you
so
mean?
okay, so by default, it has no appearance. It just is a hole that leads from one place to another. If you guys want to have your portals function differently, you can choose to because that's just aesthetics.
Okay.
That's just narrative. Got it.
So, rules wise, if you don't specify what it looks like, it doesn't look like anything. But you have the freedom to specify what it looks like.
Okay.
All right. Who's good at grappling?
None of us.
I do have improvised
Actually-
grab.
Actually, Steven does. Yeah, you're right.
is that
Steven might be our grab man.
improved grab? You mean?
Improved, yeah, sorry. I missed.
Okay.
I have
He's improvising the improved.
I have improved grab, and I also can just go giant mode if need be.
No, this is a stealth mission. Stealth.
Stealth.
Improvised.
Kaiju is not
Improvised grab.
stealth.
Improvised grab implies grabbing with something other than hands.
Yeah.
No,
I
you
mean,
use one.
okay.
You use one hand to grab, and then the other hand
Improved
free
grab.
for action. So you can half Nelson them.
Improvise.
yeah, improve. I meant to say yeah,
Does
improved.
going giant
Sorry.
mode improve your grab at all?
It boosts
Yes.
my toughness, strength.
It's
think.
it's contested against strength, and strength is increased by getting bigger.
So I could
But-
just kind of like hold them in one hand if things get dicey.
Well, okay.
Amanda would be like,
well,
"It's a stealth operation, guys. Kaiju form in the city is not
Why
stealthy."
couldn't he be in the hangar in a
just,
larger
like-
mode and just reach through the portal and grab?
Are we going
Price?
Madama Butterfly with this?
Wait, what?
Because I'm assuming his
was a
fist will be his fist will be the size of an apartment or,
Have you guys
or
ever
a
seen,
floor of a house at that point.
That's only if he's maximum size.
Bayonetta?
Like he won't fit in our
I
The
mean,
game?
Like the giant
Uh,
portal fist.
when Hank is full size, when
I've
Hank
seen
is 6'4",
Reminds me of it reminds me of something on a Mighty Python.
when Hank is
Instead of a
Yeah.
foot, it'd be like a hand.
when Hank is
Oh yeah,
big
he was
as
a
he
football player.
Yeah, he has fast grab because that's how you tackle people, and he has a 6 in strength. When he's full
Okay,
size.
because we
So-
need someone who can be good at grabbing and not be resisted, who can pretty much just wrap him up and then pull him back through the portal.
In big mode, 18.
Well, how big is the portal? That's the problem.
I mean, like they
Well,
said,
the
I'm like
portal
I'm
could
like,
be any
I'm like
size.
60 feet tall, and I can just stick my hand through if need.
Well, that's
right?
what I was saying, but like you wouldn't fit in the hangar, I don't think.
Well, my hands could.
Well, can you see
Oh,
him?
if I
But
what
you
if I'm
wouldn't be
lying
able to
down?
stand in a hangar.
I could like lie down and just go like forward and grab and pull in, right? On my
I mean,
stomach.
we could have the base reconfigure the hangar so that he would fit.
Mm. Well, I don't even know if he would be able to see him because he's going to be throwing like his hand in blind.
I can smell them.
So how do you guys want to do this? Do you want Hank to do it, or do you want us? Do you want to expand the hangar temporarily so that Super Steven can fit and have him just reach through the portal and grab Price?
I think the Hank idea is better.
Yeah, I think the Hank idea has less things. It's more proportional.
Does D have any like tranquilizing stuff, like knock
No.
him
Oh,
out?
yeah.
I mean, Amanda has her med kit stuff.
I do. You're right. I could just
Give him a little
dose him
jabby
up.
jab. Right.
little jabby jab.
But does he get a chance to resist that? That's the question.
Yes, he gets fortitude save.
Oh, I'm sure.
I never added my +12 to strength for some reason in my big mode. There you go.
Probably should do that.
I mean, what's the DC on that for me injecting someone with a known conscious sedation medication?
It probably depends on what the medication is, but
You are a medical professional, Eric, so you could probably tell us it's.
It would be Versed.
Never heard of that before. Was it super knockout quick?
It's the go-to med. Usually I would use Versed and fentanyl together, and the fentanyl expedites the Versed's ability to knock you out. It also causes amnesic properties when you start waking up too, so you won't remember the procedure I just did.
Oh boy!
Right? Real #real life.
yeah.
It's always interesting to talk to patients afterwards because I'm like, they'll ask me a whole bunch of things. They'll be still doped up, and I'm like, yeah, you're not going to remember this conversation in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember the first 3 days after I fell off a roof.
I gotta tell you,
that might be a little more.
I have I've had a lot of upper endoscopies, and I can tell you, I don't remember. Carol tells me about a lot of conversations we've had where I'm waking up.
That's common.
That's
common.
Remember.
Yeah, you'll have conversations, and then some people will start knocking them out, and they'll have conversations before they're completely out, and they don't remember what they're saying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's okay, that's all right. And yeah,
The one thing I'm glad about is my parents told me I did not say anything inappropriate or use inappropriate language during that whole time. So yay, unconscious me knows when to not break out the naughty words.
I absolutely did, apparently. All right, so
yeah, I was gonna say there's a good. I would say like 30%. It seems like people will say stuff like, yeah, you're glad you forgot that you said that.
So,
wildly inappropriate.
Okay, so the book doesn't have like rules for specific medicines because it doesn't have rules for specific things very frequently. It very rarely does. But functionally, having a sedative is just getting the affliction power with equipment points. Like that's all it is.
Okay.
So the question, so how effective it is going to be determined by how you build it as an equipment based affliction.
Okay. So I probably have to sit down at some point and build the equipment-based affliction.
I mean, it doesn't take long once you're familiar with the system. So, okay.
It's essentially a sleep affliction, isn't it? Like you could just use the the cookie cutter sleep affliction.
Yeah, you can just use that. And then however many ranks you buy in it is how many ranks you buy in it.
But do we want to knock him out? I feel like we just want to snatch him and not make sure no one else sees.
I mean, it was just a thought as an alternative.
Yeah.
Makes it easier for him to grab if he can't resist or if he's impacted by it.
But we're gonna have to probably grab him. I mean, yeah, I could just run at him with a needle and stab him, but like,
well, I mean,
I feel like that's the same effect as us running and.
If that was the case, I could illusion you too, so that you're invisible. But
what about mind control?
I could do that too.
I mean, if that fails, that will fail spectacularly.
Well, we'll try to run in and everything. If it fails spectacularly.
Yeah, but even if I try to do mind control, and even if I slightly I get 1 degree in, he's
I have an idea.
Hey, 1 degree, I think he's stunned or something like that.
I think the big question here is if we capture him and we bring him to the base, where in the base we're putting him? Because we purposely didn't put a prison here, so there's nowhere that's secure.
We can slap a collar on him and then zip tie him to the
oh my god
to the inside of the van.
Dave has a very specific answer to this. He's like,
He's
oh,
been planning this for weeks.
I've worked this out.
Mhm.
Let me open up my file here on my click. Let's see. Well, I do like
As
the
you can
time
see
that if
here,
we're going to do the
step
base.
7.
Yep.
If
Of
you want to drop the
79.
pages to slide 22.
I mean,
Well,
if we
sticking to
want
the
to
time
add a
dilation
prison, I can just spend the point.
Well, this would be less of a prison than just holding cells
Well,
for temporary.
It's the same
Yeah, I mean,
concept for the base.
It's
Yeah,
just
but
not
it's-
long term.
a holding cell.
bind them up in the time
Yeah, but a
dilator,
holding
we get
cell is
also
just
the
a
time.
prison that they don't expect to keep people in. That's,
Yeah.
Right.
So
but
that's just
the-
1 point. So let me do that. I will add a point, and I will call it holding.
I feel like
Holding
Carol might
cells.
approve of this build. I feel like we're gonna get a lecture later on. What's this? What's this prison in our
Jay,
base?
Jay is going to be like, we specifically said we weren't doing this.
Oh,
Okay,
I
so-
actually need to put.
And then we did it.
I'm gonna-
Although we also specifically said we're not adding an AI, so we're even.
Yeah. I will.
It all
Add the,
comes out in the end.
I will add the points.
All right, I'm gonna
Um,
put. I put a handout in the base personnel folder that is base stats, so that you guys can actually make any information you put about the base be visible to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't have the updated stats.
Yeah.
That's good. Thank you.
Well,
Yeah,
they wanted
I'm
to
gonna
talk
put
to
a
Price
holding
too, so this might
holding
work out
cell.
well. They
No,
wanted to
no,
talk to
no, no,
Price.
no.
They wanted
I
to
will
talk
name
to
it
their
guest
price,
quarters.
but our price is very guest quarters.
Guest room.
Guess
But it's going to have
quarters,
nothing
economy
in it.
quotes.
Wow,
The economy. Yes. What is that noise?
that's Matt eating something.
I
Skippy.
love how he throws it back.
Mute.
He's like, no shame. He's
Mute.
like, yeah, this is what
Sorry.
I'm doing.
That's what's happening.
So okay, so what's the plan here? You want me to go in and mind control him?
No, I have a good idea. So I
Okay.
can go in with Hank, and
Alright.
I can illusion bubble us so that if Price resists, no one can see or hear him.
Oh God, it's dark.
I mean,
I mean, it works,
that's
but
not
it's dark.
bad.
So if he has guards outside of his room or anything, they won't hear anything because my illusions affect all senses.
Is it possible we're too well built for kidnapping?
It's
You
You
can
beneath
never
us.
be too
It
well
really-
built.
We do
it's
seem.
really
to,
beneath
we
us.
do seem. It does seem to be pretty easy for us right now. Okay.
I mean, really, it's
We'll do that.
we're deciding how to do it, and all the ways we've come up are not bad ways of doing it.
Yeah.
It's just like what's the most optimal.
But I think that would give us the most amount of time in case something goes wrong because people won't be able to react to something that they can't hear or see.
Right.
But then he disappears.
Yeah, but if his guards are outside his door, and there's like, we have a kerfuffle. Like the guards won't know any different.
I think
'Cause-
I agree though. I think sending you and Hank
Well,
with your
okay.
invisibility stuff
It is
is
worth
a great
noting-
plan. But
Illusion can't get rid of a noise. It can just create noise. So you can't make the illusion so that they don't hear the noises that are actually being made. You can just create noises that overpower them. So usually how we do this, we don't involve sound, which is good because that would be a problem. But like wrapping us in a picture is fine because they just see the picture. But trying to use illusion to prevent us from making sound, the only way to do that is to create an illusory sound that hides the sound you're making.
so we can make it sound like he's just got horrible gas and he's farting up a storm, and then that way no one will ever want to come in the room. Those will be like, dudes, just add a bean.
That
burrito,
works for
it's
me.
going
I'll
bad."
do it.
No one's gonna go in and be like, "Hey, dude, you're farting a lot. Did anything going on?" Be like, "No, you just avoid that." All right, are we sending in Hank and D?
Yeah.
guess
Yeah.
Amanda would stand by on the other side of the portal and be like, "So, we're opening a portal straight to the guest quarters."
Yeah, we'll do it from to and from. Like we'll go over to the guest quarters and like open the portal there so that we can be in and out in there as fast as
Guest
possible.
quarters. I love it.
Yes, that is how I put it in my in the shared headquarters note in my equipment.
Amanda will be on the standby in the guest quarters area.
So let me find that.
Steven,
I guess
join
he'll be.
Amanda.
Yeah.
Amanda would ask for Steven to join her.
I guess just like
just in
sitting
case
on
this
the
goes
ground.
sideways.
Were there any other notes in the base stats or no?
I didn't put anything on. I just
Okay,
made
you
the
didn't put
blank
anything?
document. So whatever information you guys have on the base.
Okay, because I don't have the details of Arvis.
Arvis has his own
Yarvis
sheet.
is its own character sheet. That's
Okay,
why.
so
It's
Well,
under
that's good.
Yarvis.
Arvis.
Arvis.
Yeah, this was
The Y is silent.
Yeah, the Y is silent. It was part of a joke.
yes.
So
Okay.
where we are, me and Amanda, is it big enough for me to grow to full size or no?
Probably not, because
Okay.
that would be
I mean-
that's a guest room the size of the building itself.
Just wondering if like
Good, because
sit
doesn't
down.
specify what the guest room size has to be.
Right. Well, the whole structure.
How
is
many
only,
points is
The
it?
whole structure. The whole dimension is the size of a mansion. Remember. You guys chose
Oh,
to
okay,
do it
never
that
mind
way.
Yeah.
So-
you can spend points to make it bigger, but you would have to
Okay.
spend points to do that.
Okay. Let's do this, Hank.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. Hank is going to do this while invisible.
Yep.
Tiny Hank?
Yeah.
No.
D will be invisible.
Well, I mean,
as
you have
well.
no idea. He was Big Hank, and then he turned invisible.
So D will be invisible as well.
Is 5 going to join the team Invisible, or
Well, 5 doesn't actually go invisible. 5 hides.
he hides in shadows?
Yeah.
You're right. My apologies.
I mean, we have no control, like where in the room the portal opens. Just
Yeah, it could be in a shadowless area.
we don't know
There's always shadows. No, I'm going
because we
to-
can't tell which direction Price is by just the scan.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to like go with the group, but be within one of the group's shadow as
Well, we're invisible, so we don't cast shadows.
Yeah.
within the shadow. There would still be within the illusion. There would still be a shadow, wouldn't there?
No, this isn't an
No,
illusion.
we're invisible.
We're
Invisible.
invisible.
I haven't cast the illusion yet.
So, how about this? You just wait outside the portal, and if you see a shadow, you can just hop on into that shadow.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys open the portal, and what you see is, let me open things here.
we see a room full of soldiers.
All right.
You see a room full of the general's men, and you'd be like, "Ah, god damn it!" we just
And
were
Eric's
there.
GM is up.
So what you see, yeah. So what you see is, it looks like a home office basically. There's a desk and some chairs and a couple of bookcases, and a bunch of papers. There are 2 people in the room. They seem to be looking over the papers. One of them is a guy who looks to be in his mid-50s, 5'5". He's only like 100, and he's a little over 100 pounds. And the other guy is looks to be roughly his late 40s. He's like 5'2", a little over 100 pounds. They're both looking over paperwork. Now, did anyone ever bother to find out what Commissioner Price looks like?
We couldn't from the files,
Right.
and we had no other information. We
Okay.
tried to.
Oh boy.
All right, so you have
Double kidnapping time.
So
Collateral damage. Someone's gonna.
yeah,
place, wrong time.
who's sitting like in the
You
main
have their
desk?
genetic. You have the genetics though,
I mean,
right?
they're
You have the genetic
well, okay,
scan.
but is
Yeah,
you don't know
I
what they
can
look
scan
like,
through, and
but
see,
you could ping which one's
yeah,
the
I
right
can
one.
ping which one using
Right.
to do that.
But we need to do some. If you want to have time to do that, then you use some kind of stealth check on the portal, like stealth check as per opening the portal, to see whether or not they notice that there's a hole in reality in the room while you're scanning them.
Like,
Well, now that we
what's
did
that?
that, can we readjust our close it quickly and readjust our coordinates so it like kind of opens above them?
Right, but the actual opening of the
Yep.
portal, if we
Oh.
want to surprise them, we have to roll some kind of stealth.
Who rolls the stealth?
The
on that
person
one?
who activated the portal.
All right, let's do this.
Open
Let's
the
do
portal. Should have opened the
Stealth.
portal underneath them.
What was that?
hey, that's a good roll.
That's a good roll.
Okay.
We can work with that.
All right, I'll take that.
Oh no!
So I have a luck advantage to use a hero point and force a person to roll twice and take the worst of 2 rolls.
Do that, please.
I would like to exercise that with Paul.
Just a luck
Online?
advantage that you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Look under luck advantage. There's I have to spend a hero point, but then I can force someone to re-roll a die and take the worst of 2 rolls.
I'll take it.
Wait.
No, I want him to look it up so, you know.
No, that's the
clear
luck
the air.
power does that. The luck advantage does not.
You're right. I apologize about my verbiage. The luck power.
Okay.
The-
Yeah, if
You
you
have
have
the
if
power?
you have the luck power, then yes,
I do have the luck power.
Okay.
Yes. The luck advantage is only for positive for me.
I give Amanda a hero point.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. See what-
Hey,
well,
Success.
19's better than
it's better. It's
better
worse
than the 20.
26. That's
yeah.
what matters.
Yep.
All right, so it's a
So
push
they don't
for
see
me and my
anything
hero
wrong.
points.
Yay!
Yes, they don't notice that.
So I will scan the 2 of them and determine which one's priced
Okay.
with the doodad.
All right.
Is it the younger one or the older one?
It's the older one. It's slightly taller one.
All right, so you kill the other guy.
Shank,
Kill
shank,
the
shank.
spare. To quote
No.
that great
make it look-
motivational speaker
So
Voldemort,
I
kill
will-
the spare.
I will
You
tell.
steal Price, and then you leave the other guy with the murder weapon, and then let them figure it out.
We're
and we
linked-
frame
are-
them.
Are we linked mentally,
As far as that, yeah, we should still be.
Gina?
That's always persistent.
All right. I'll say it's the older one.
Okay.
I don't know what we're gonna do about the other guy, but
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something though, because like, if we just leave him there, he's gonna know that Bryce just vanished.
Up and vanished.
Oh my god,
Um,
aliens!
We have aliens.
All
we
right.
do.
I
got
mean,
some
how
facehuggers
heavy
in the spaceship,
is
so, you know.
Paul?
They're like both about 100 pounds. They're scrawny guys.
Yeah.
They are.
All
tiny.
right, so is he sitting in a chair?
No, they're both standing, looking over paperwork and talking about it.
Open the portal beneath both of them so they fall through it.
They
into
still
the
get a
holding
resistance check against that.
Yeah, it's a dodge. To react. I mean, they get a resistance check against anything, but
Yeah.
Do we have any like morphine or like what's that?
Amanda does
No.
have that verse said, but yes.
Percocet.
Yeah, for what's this? What's he used to,
I
to
mean-
knock people out?
Yeah, that's what I use to knock people out as verse said. I mean, there's other things you can do, but
I can do the rocket launcher through the portal.
Stinger
could.
missile.
Yes,
But we're
because
doing so
that's
well
how
with
you
the
do
stealth check.
stealth.
yes,
That is how you stealth mission.
that's a stealth mission right there.
it's
Yes.
it's a stealth stinger rocket.
Oh my
When
god.
you say stealth optional, you bring out the missile.
It's okay, I put a silencer on the rocket launcher.
right.
That's all you hear.
There's still an explosion, but they don't know where it
Um,
came from.
Well, we either kill him and then they find the body later, or
Amanda would say no to killing.
we somehow try to incapacitate him.
Well, if we revive them.
Yeah, true.
I got 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes.
No, you think you have a lot longer.
I know. I don't know that for sure, but
And you've completely forgotten about saving all the other 9.
Well, I mean, we're helping them by proxy.
they didn't want to do that deal, so
Fair.
I can't help them if they don't want to lead me to the 9s. I probably should have pressed a little harder on that aspect, but
well, if you don't tell Hank not to go in and grab Price, he's gonna go in and grab Price.
So I'm gonna aim at the other guy. We're gonna have to do this, guys. And
are you killing him because he's next to the guy we want?
Oh, fudge.
You're not very stealthy.
Gina says go for it.
I have a
Send
silent sniper rifle.
Oh my gosh, he's actually just gonna murder him. So
Are you just gonna
do the
murder?
5-minute revive?
So I will give
Murder,
Hank the
kidnapping.
countdown. 3, 2, 1, and
Go.
Roll.
Oh my god! Now you have to clean up all the blood splatter all over the damn room.
Does okay, so that's definitely gonna be a hit.
Amanda just like clutches her forehead and be like, "Not a stealth mission, guys. Not a stealth mission. We need to have a conversation about this."
Just blew
And
someone's brains
I
out.
cast an illusion to stifle to override the thud of the guy
So just-
falling.
Well,
A
that's-
really loud fart.
He got 3 degrees of failure, which means he is stunned.
I mean, that's not horrible.
Okay, now Commissioner Price. Okay.
Actually, that was a crit, so I can add 5 to that.
All right.
That was
So that
added
makes
5.
it 4 degrees of failure, which means he's incapacitated.
God.
Okay. So anyway,
So not Commissioner
yeah.
Price is now down hard.
Yeah.
Got it.
He's incapacitated. He's not dead though.
No, that's
We
true.
have to shoot
That's
him.
true.
Keep on shooting him until he's dead.
I don't
dead.
think we need to go that far.
Okay.
If he's already unconscious.
Well, hey, if he's
Yeah.
talking to the commissioner, he's probably also important, so we may want to get some information out of him.
I think we're gonna grab him after we get Price in.
Oh.
Okay. So he definitely does not get free of Hank's grip, and Hank is going to drag him back through the portal.
Oh my God!
Where-
So, are you gonna leave?
What's
I would
the
grab.
nat one of him not doing that? Is he like unconscious because Hank just like,
He's basically
cocked him?
completely immobilized by Hank.
Incapacitated guy, I can pick him up and drag him. I can drag him
Yeah,
through
let's-
without any
let's-
resistance, right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So
Now,
we'll
what do you-
we'll
We got a
drag them.
twofer.
We'll drag them into the guest quarters.
Okay.
2 for the price of 1.
Now-
Man, we got a bargain.
What is the guest quarters confinement like? Like,
It's
are we talking
it's,
bars? Are we talking an energy?
it's a
field? Are we
holding.
talking
It's
walls?
holding cells.
Like a
Yeah, but
bar
with bars
prison.
or like force fields, or what are we working with here?
Uh,
Are we thinking like
Let's-
Star Trek?
let's
Or are we
do-
thinking like cops
let's
drama?
do Star Trek Briggs. So they have like we have the force fields.
Okay.
If that's acceptable.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a superhero story.
Steven's
So
just
you know
gonna-
it would be like Star Trek where we have 2 separate like holding areas.
Amanda would say, does the office that he was in look like a mess now that you guys completely waylaid both of them in our stealth op?
I mean, yeah, some papers got scattered in the process.
There's no blood from being shot by a
Yeah.
sniper.
No,
round.
yeah,
that'd
there,
be-
there
that's my-
is.
Gina
There's
can just reorganize the papers mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Through
but
the
are they
portal.
bloody? They're bloody.
I mean, there is blood, yes.
Gina can transmute the blood away.
into
I could
water.
transform, I could transform the blood into water.
There
I mean,
you
It
go.
looks like
If
spilt,
you want
or
everything to
spilled
be
coffee.
wet.
It looks like spilt coffee
I mean,
or water. He spilled
Yeah,
water
but-
on his papers.
Yeah, they'll think
He
they
spilled
spilled
water
coffee
in
and
his
want some
papers.
more.
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Cool.
Did we close the portal?
Well, we're waiting for Gina to finish
Yeah,
do
go.
her
Aye.
thing.
Bippity-boppity
Here she
boo.
goes. Okay,
She-
and we'll
She's
close
the
the portal.
cleaner.
All right.
That went a lot better than I was expecting.
No, I pretty much expected that because I was looking at everybody's
Really?
stats before this happened. I'm looking at Price's stats. I'm looking at Paul's stats. I'm looking at Hank's stats. And I was like, yeah, this is just gonna be a surprise round. That'll be it.
Yeah, I figured unless they're two humans, are probably gonna. Yeah, we're OP for this. All right, so now we got the two in.
I guess
You are gonna have to like give Paul some medical attention.
For the gaping bullet wound in his head.
I didn't aim for the head.
I like to
I
imagine
aimed,
it was
I aimed
just.
for like a non-lethal.
I thought you said you were
So-
totally up for killing him.
Well, just because
Well-
he's next to the guy we want to interrogate is probably not enough for us to.
Right, but just
No, but I
To use
did.
a
I knew
license
the
to kill.
mechanics.
the incapacitated status itself. Like you're gonna need some.
Yeah.
help.
Wait,
don't
so
know, I
isn't
just
that
like
an
to-
extra modifier if they
Or you just take
are
a long time.
if they're incapacitated? Don't they need a modifier that's saying they're dying? Is that modifier?
Yeah,
in
he's not
play? I
dying.
forget which-
It's just
Okay.
he's gonna take a like he will heal eventually. It's just
Okay.
gonna take a while.
We're
By
okay with
comic
that.
book
Yeah.
logic, I just like to imagine just D lining up the shot, firing, bullet goes straight through the guy's temple, guy goes down, he's bleeding, clearly dead. Then just D lowers the sniper. And he's like, perfect incapacitation. Just drags his corpse.
That's right.
He'll get up in a few days.
He'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
He's just
You-
sleeping.
Walk it off.
Just walk it off. Nice.
The guy I just threw a microwave at and hit him in the face is gonna be fine.
All right, so other guy's incapacitated, but he's gonna get better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get better. I'm not quite dead yet.
Price is still conscious through this whole thing, right?
Oh yes. Yeah, he just gets
All right.
strong armed in and thrown into a cell.
How
All
does
right.
he react? Like,
yes.
can I? Are we able to like see if he's panicked at all?
I think
I propose making a separate cell for guy number 2 and throwing him in the
I
separate
said that
cell.
we have
Yeah.
like it's like a Star Trek brig where you have multiple.
Oh, okay. So we've sorted them out, so they
Yeah.
all
Mhm.
have their own section. Got it.
Is Amanda gonna treat?
No, I'm gonna leave
Paul.
him unconscious. He's incapacitated right now.
With a-
like, but
Bullet wound. But
I
yeah.
mean, you could still treat.
but he's
him.
gonna get better.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to actually like check him to know that.
You
He will like look at Amanda and be like, "Really?"
Says the
Gina-
guy who likes torture.
yeah. So, Amanda would look back and be like, "You shot him in the head."
I didn't shoot him in the head. I
what
shot him in the
What
nose.
stealth movie have you been watching where someone shoots someone in the head? Like,
It was a critical success. So it was definitely a vital.
He's still breathing, isn't he?
You can breathe while being in a coma.
Fine.
Vegetative.
Yeah, like, can you
state.
treat him, please?
what
So
do I
what do
need
you
Just
for
in
wanna
the
do
wrong
DC
place at the
on-
wrong
on this?
time.
Yeah. So what do we want to do with Price?
I would say, if we want to call it here, we can see if Jay and Ava and them want to join in the next session, because they were very interested in talking to Price. So I think that would leave a very good segue, except for the fact that Jay's going to be like, "Why do we have holding cells in the base now?"
They're just temporary.
Hey, they brought a spaceship into the base. You know, I think it's just going to be a
And
tit for tat
creating an
thing.
AI, but
Did
we don't
anyone
know.
ask Red if they were cool with taking over?
No,
Crap,
we
no.
we didn't think that.
we talked about it and then never did it.
Nope.
we went straight to shooting people in the head.
I
So we
mean,
have
we
a-
can have
We'll
the
figure that out.
we can
Next-
retcon
next
that
episode.
conversation in
No, no. We'll roll with it. I mean, so we got Price. He's Hank's muffling him. I'm imagining Hank just kind of holding him down, and he's all like fighting us, or fighting Hank, but losing.
Severely, yeah.
What if we like took out the peace ambassador for
So-
mutants?
So for my treatment roll, I know that like guy's gonna recover from it and he's doing just fine, right? Is that the? He's stabilized.
Yeah, he's gonna need
Right?
to sleep for a while. He can sleep this off, but it's gonna be a fair bit. Of
So Amanda's tending to him and tucking him in, and be like, "You'll just, you just need a long rest, and everything will be better."
No long rest.
A long rest.
You know.
I'd say put the collar on him.
On not price.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them, maybe.
Yeah, I don't trust that they don't have some kind of weird powers we're not aware of.
All right.
All right.
This was Gina's idea.
We shot him in the head. I mean, at least we could do. I mean, collar seems kind of tame business at this
Yeah.
point.
All right.
Like,
They both have restrictor collars on them now.
Yeah.
I don't know if
So-
Price has any has any rolls against that or whatever.
Not so long as he can keep trying to resist being held, but as long as Hank is holding on to him while you do it.
Okay.
Um,
So they both have restrictor collars on now.
Amanda would telepathically talk to Gina and be like, "You just want to mind read Price and see if you can find what you can find about this."
Well, like I said, I think we want to
yeah, I think it's
Wait.
it's after our time, and this is something that the other party is heavily invested in. So it would make sense to. It would make sense to, yeah, he's not getting out of that. It would make sense to go ahead and call it here.
They weren't making like a bunch of plans, and they're like, okay, next session we're gonna get this all settled out, and then it's like, okay, guys, like, wait, what's happening? It's like, oh yeah, we just shot him, and yeah, now we have him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. So
yeah,
I knew
shoot,
he would
yeah.
be
It
okay.
was a perfectly thought out plan. It was. We thought of every detail and then we shot him.
yeah.
I knew he was going to be okay. Unless he was a minion, then we would have you to resurrect him. As long as it happens within 5 minutes.
Yeah, I've really taken the edge off things, haven't I? Like, I'm
Yes,
just
you
No consequence, yay!
it's like I could see them again.
It was a means to an end.
It's
All
like
right.
it's like Game of Thrones with that guy with the eye patch that's like died several thousand times. I'm gonna just
Yep.
keep resurrecting people.
All right, so
dear.
Trip, how did we do?
Yeah, well,
You did 2 PowerPoints worth because you actually no 3 because those were some very high level characters that could have gone extremely sideways, but you navigated it very well. So that's 3 PowerPoints earned for that little
And
encounter.
Tim, are we getting anything for this part of the price segment?
yeah, we'll do 2.
Okay.
For what?
For
So you get a
successfully
total
capturing
of
Hank,
5.
or
for
for successfully
tonight.
capturing Price.
I was the only person that awarded hero points tonight.
Yes. I'm going to give 1 to D for sciencing that shit and preventing everyone from getting killed, or at least beaten up.
I'm gonna give another to D for that beautiful, beautiful headshot.
Same.
All right.
I'll give 1 to Hank for his super strength.
I
Alright.
will also give one to Hank for making the tackle.
All right. So now I actually have points to train in all of those skills that I accidentally removed unknowingly.
Oh yeah, I know a thing.
I mean, I guess I could have done like the jack of all trades.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're gonna have high intelligence, that might be a worthwhile thing to.
Well, I mean, it's
to put-
not that.
just 1 point. It's 1 point for an advantage.
But don't I take
Negatives for that?
negative or something like that
Um,
for doing that? I thought it was like a -5 modifier or something.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Let me look.
I think it doesn't work for skill. If you have a high skill, you use that skill. If you don't have that, it's for untrained skills.
Yeah, so okay, Jack of all trades is you can use any skill untrained, even skills or aspects of skills that normally cannot be used untrained, although you must still have the proper tools if the skill requires them.
Right, which
So-
the base usually has most of those things covered. But anyways, anytime he throws out something, if you have a high intelligence roll, that makes sense to have. If you have a low intelligence, then probably not. Probably doesn't.
No,
help you
I'm just gonna do it the way that I did it, just to
Okay.
make it on board, with what my sheet was before.
But you know how like Tim was like that would be a biology roll. If you have that jack of all trades, you can be like, okay, biology roll it is.
Right.
And
Oh yeah.
you see, and then you can use your intelligence scores for the biology roll. So like, it covers more things. I'm not saying you should still rebuild your build properly for the chemistry, but like it's 1 point, and then any type of specialty that Tim throws
Yeah,
out,
I
you
guess
can be like,
could
I
do
got
that.
There's also
'Cause
beginner's
right now-
luck is an advantage worth looking at in that category.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
I'll look
that's
at
right.
that stuff and I will make a determination. But for now, I reduce my intelligence by 1, and then I put 1 point into all the skills that I had listed so that they're correct.
So, what series level are we at this point?
Well, I'd have to know how many points you have, but I'd have to look at how many points you have.
No, I meant as for the team.
Well,
I mean,
that's what I'm
maybe
saying.
that's something.
It's
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
have
average of
102
Yeah, no worries.
turns,
It's
so
not imminent.
105
what?
is the next level, I think, right?
Well, okay, so
What?
165 was power level 11.
Right.
Which means 180
180?
is power level 12. So
There
if
we go,
everyone
yeah.
is between those two numbers, then we're power level 11.
What about 122?
That
You're
You're
is
an
not part of the
outlier.
team yet.
Yeah, but I was just wondering, like,
You're a pledge. Remember, we haven't given you full
oh
status
yeah,
yet.
I was just curious if you up my power level from 7.
No, your power level. 125 is not 7.
Yeah.
That is correct.
122.
122. All right. So 90 is 6. 105 is 7. 120 is 8.
Hey! I finally crossed the threshold.
There you go.
Wait, does that mean I can get bigger now?
Well, okay. So your
Possibly.
your maximums don't rely on your power level. It relies on the campaign power level. So the series power level is 11. So whenever you're looking at power level limits, you're basing that on a power level of 11, not on your power level.
Okay.
So your caps are extremely high for your ratio because
Right.
because the team's well ahead.
You're getting dragged along.
Yay!
Yeah, we're carrying you. You know how you like play like a team of Overwatch and like you're clearly like the Bronze League person with the double diamond people. Like that's kind of where we're going with.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
I have 33 hero points right now.
Jeez.
Jeep.
Well, you made half of them like tonight. Everyone was like, toss a coin to you.
Steven technically hasn't even.
Toss a
Use-
coin to your sniper.
To your sniper, my stealth sniper.
Toss a coin to your cultist.
All right, folks.
All right. You guys have a good night.
Going
Thank
to
you very
say
much.
good night.
Good
Everyone.
times. Good times.
Good night.
Everyone who tuned in, thank you very much for doing so and checking this out. We're supposed to have an offline session scheduled this Saturday that is now possibly in jeopardy as something's come up with Steven, so we're dealing with that. We're looking into that. You'll get updates on that if you join the Discord channel and hang out with us, and you'll see conversations about this type of thing. so check that out, and I think that's basically all I have going on right now as far as this channel is concerned, because we have other, like I said, couples streaming is delayed for now, and I'm gonna start doing the writing one soon, but I might have to change the time and day of it. So thank you very much for coming by. Hope to see you next time.
Have a good night, guys.
See ya.
Right.
Right.
Right.